Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Mitch from We in Tennessee. In today's video, I want to spotlight a couple of really cool things that have happened to me this week. The first one is, if you guys remember from the video that I did before about my students, my second grade students, writing get well cards for patients in the Blount Memorial Hospital. And the whole story behind that is I used to have my students do that back in California. And so when I got here to Tennessee, I was like, that would be a perfect way for two things to happen. Number one, to definitely brighten up the day of the patients in the hospital. Not that I've ever been in the hospital, but I know that if you're in the hospital, you're looking for anything to brighten your day. And I just wanted an avenue to be able to just, have those patients feel better about their day. And what better way is for my students to make them cards. And so not only would my students just have that sense of, hey, I'm doing something for somebody other than myself, but it was a way for me to just feel connected to my community. And so I went back to my school to just, check on my room. And in my mailbox was a letter from Blount Memorial. And I don't do this for any kind of recognition. I got the reward seeing my students just smiling and feeling good about, brightening somebody's day. But in that envelope, I got, a letter from the CEO or president of the hospital. And he basically just reached out and said, hey, Mr. Hino, thank you so much for having your students make those cards. He went into just how, some patients could have a great day and a really bad day. Doesn't matter. Those cards were just so special to those patients. For reaching out and just thinking about those patients. So I was like, yes, that was such an awesome thing to hear. I heard from the public relations person from the hospital, but to get a letter from the president or CEO of the hospital, I was like, whoa. So what was really cool about it is moving forward into next year, I'm going to just start branching out and saying, hey, let's have our whole grade, our whole school make these cards so we can just have all of the patients for more than just maybe a day or two, receive those cards with their morning meal and just be able to, feel like we are making a difference in other people's lives. And then another awesome thing was I had noticed near our house there were some really giant potholes forming.
Okay, I just sent in a request to get this pothole repaired. It's getting really bad right here. Kind of one over here. It's just that when we drive in, the neighbor just said something funny. She said the birds will take a bath in here after it rains because it's so deep. It's getting beat up over here, so we'll see what happens, how long it takes the county to come up and repair this. That's pretty bad.
And, it's just one of those things where they're so big and you never want to run over these potholes because it's just going to wreck your car. But I'm thinking, hey, I could really make a difference in my neighborhood because I don't know, I know a lot of my neighbors, but I just don't know their, their gumption for calling the county or the city to get these things fixed. So I said, hey, I'm going to jump on that. And so I contacted the county and said, hey, this is our street. These potholes are really bad, but there's a lot of folks that go up and down our street. Don't want them to wreck their car. Please come out and fix this. And so I thought that would be a perfect way to not only get something done in our neighborhood, not wreck my car, but just to reach out to my neighbors saying, hey, I'm gonna, do this for you guys. And so it was just neat it took a while. I'm not gonna say that they were quick on the response, but they came out and fixed it. Not that it was the most perfect fix, but check this out.
Okay, everybody. It might not look like it, but they came and repaired the potholes that we had. So chalk one up for Citizen Mitch here. It looks like it could get messed up again real quick, but right now we don't have those giant potholes anymore. So pretty cool, huh? That's where the big giant one was. So it looks like it could possibly become potholes again, but at the moment we are not having to dodge potholes anymore. So I feel real good.
For today's video, I have an observation, and it's a word observation. Back in California, like for the 4th of July, we would say, hey, what are we going to do today? Let's barbecue. And that was kind of code for burgers, hot dogs, and, steak, whatever, chicken. But when we came out here to Tennessee, we learned really quick that barbecue was code for like ribs or things like that. What we were really having to switch the word was for cookout. So, having burgers and dogs would be a cookout, not necessarily a barbecue. So you can let me know in the comment sections if I had it wrong in California by saying we were going to have a barbecue. But here in Tennessee, we learned that a cookout is where you would have people over for burgers, dogs, and things like that. So I was like, oh, got it. Okay, so last week I took you through some very upper class, very expensive homes and neighborhoods. And you're right, Angie, that's not my style either. I'm very, well, unless I win the lottery, I'm very moderate. Just give me a Tennessee farmhouse. And so this week's video, I thought I would just drive, visit some other neighborhoods, go through some different, type neighborhoods, maybe not as expensive as what you saw, but I just love to drive and see new places, go down new streets that I've never been. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's vlog. Hopefully you guys appreciate just the beauty of Tennessee, just the way the people are, the things that I've learned, the things that I have yet to learn. It's just a really cool journey. A lot of folks recognize that it's been a year since we've been here, and they're like, wow, and they just are kind of blown away that we came from California, not have lived anywhere else, and have made all these adjustments and, learned so many new things, and I don't have to use my GPS anymore for places that I should know. And so it's just been a really cool journey. There's more yet to come, so just stick with me. Hit that subscribe button and that like button if you like what you see. And next week, I'll bring you even more, okay? guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's vlog. Hopefully you guys appreciate just the beauty of Tennessee, just the way the people are, the things that I've learned, the things that I have yet to learn. It's just a really cool journey. A lot of folks recognize that it's been a year since we've been here, and they're like, wow, and they just are kind of blown away that we came from California, not have lived anywhere else, and have made all these adjustments and, you know, learned so many new things. And I don't have to use my GPS anymore for places that I should know. And so it's just been a really cool journey. There's more yet to come. So just stick with me. Hit that subscribe button and that like button if you like what you see. And next week, I'll bring you even more, okay?